Where does the race stand as of today? We're some 56, 57 days away from November 3rd.
Well, Anne-Marie, Labor Day is the traditional start to the end of the presidential campaign. This is really when your general election voters who haven't been paying that much attention, the people who aren't like addicted to politics, when they really traditionally tend to tune in and you see a little bit of movement from here on out. Where we are right now is that Joe Biden looks like he has a durable lead. Nationally, it's not massive, but it's definitely there. But he's got a lead that is somewhat tenuous, and Democrats don't necessarily feel very confident and comfortable with it right now. And that's because a really slight reversion to the mean among Republican-leaning voters could make this race really, really close. Now, Donald Trump does have plenty of paths to win renomination, but they're not necessarily as expansive as they might have been before. And one of the things I'm starting to watch now is that with just 2 months to go, you really have to make spending priorities. And so you'll see some of these campaigns start to cut off some of their paths because they just can't afford to pursue every single one of them.
Derek, thank you very much. In terms of the narrative that you're seeing, Derek, do you think these 50 days, what do you think is going to top the agenda? We saw huge social unrest last week in the media. Is that going to top the agenda over the dollars in my pocket?
I think, Manus, the whole ball game is the economy. And I'll tell you why I think that. It's because at the start of this year, Donald Trump was starting to run a campaign, was planning a campaign that basically said, you might not like how he goes about everything, but look at your 401k, look at your retirement accounts, look at the markets, et cetera, like that. COVID-19 took a giant bite out of that. But you still see that Trump does very well in polls on just economic issues. If the economy is still soft, if COVID-19 hasn't been solved enough in a way or is not on track that people feel like that's going well, and keep in mind those two are directly linked, it's going to be really, really hard to make that argument. The social unrest doesn't help, but I think that this is really, it all comes back to the economy because that is the ace issue that Donald Trump has. And if that is gone, it really becomes a difficult case to make.